Hello, my YouTube subscribers. Um, Today we're going to be going ahead and finishing our Lily's flower. Um, as you can see, I left off where I had showed you how to make the square. Well, what I did, which I'm just going to explain this to you, is after this first round where I showed you how to make the square, make the circle into a square. So for these next two rounds, they're still single crochet. It is 2 rounds of single crochet with a 1/2 double crochet, chain 2, 1/2 double crochet in the corners. This third row here is half double crochets all the way around with a 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the corner. And the last and final round is double crochets with a 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the corner. Okay, so the next part of this project is we're going to start making our triangles like I did here, and I've already went ahead and I've made my other 3 triangles. So I'm going to show you with my last triangle that I'm getting ready to make and how to do that. Now again, I'm using a G hook 4mm, and I am again using cotton lily, sugar lily, or cotton lily for this whole project. So what I want to show you is we're going to start in the first stitch, which is here, the first stitch, not this chain 2 space on every corner, but the actual stitch. And you want to have your work the right side, which is this side, facing you. This would be the wrong side where the flower does not actually show. So you want to make sure you have the right side, and what you want to do is in this first stitch you just want to do a regular single crochet, and you're simply going to single crochet all the way across the row to the last stitch, and make sure you end in the last stitch and not the chain 2 space. So just going to go ahead and do that, and as you can see, I've used 4 different colors for each corner. Now you don't have to do that, you can always stick with the same color for all 4 triangles, but that's up to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my row of single crochets. Okay, so I finished up my row of single crochets. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work, and I am going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and half double crochet in the next stitch. And I'm just going to half double crochet all the way across. And that is pretty much the pattern for the corners. It's a row of single crochets, then a row of half double crochets, while still chaining 2 and skipping 2 stitches you're going to do on every row. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my half double crochet row. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished up my half double crochet row. I'm just going to turn my work again. Uh-oh. Okay. And I just wanted to show you, this is what the row looks like. So this is what it looks like. And you're just going to go ahead and continue on. So when you come to the end, you're going to chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and just simply single crochet all the way to the end. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished my triangle up to the point that I have 8 stitches left. So now what I'm going to do is you're going to skip the first 3 stitches and you're going to put 4 double crochets into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, this is 3 and 4. And then what you want to do is you want to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you're going to put 4 double crochets into the next stitch. So 1, 2, this is 3 and 4. And then after you're done, you're simply going to slip stitch to the last stitch. And you have now completed your triangle. And it should look like this. And you're going to do this to all 4 sides of the square. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut off our yarn here. And we're going to tie this off. And now, if you turn your work, you can actually see, I don't know if you guys can see this, I'm going to move the camera, but you can actually see this is a square. So we're going to crochet and make it into a bigger square. Okay. So we're going to start with the work facing us. I'm going to start right here on this side. You can start on any corner. And we're going to start not in the chain 2 space, but in the stitch right after the chain 2 space. So any stitch right after the chain 2 space, you can start. Okay? So I'm going to be using this multicolor yarn here. It's multicolor cotton yarn, still cotton Lilly. Okay, so I'm going to make my slip stitch. And right here on this very first stitch, I'm going to do a standard half double crochet. Try to crochet over my tails. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and grab this tail and try to crochet over that as well. And I'm just going to do a half double crochet all the way to the other end. So okay. When you get past these what is this, 4 stitches here, you're going to just simply go into the chain 2 spaces, and you're just going to put in 2 half double crochets. And then in the middle, we're going to do 1 half double crochet. And then back into the chain 2 spaces where we do 2 half double crochets. And then just keeps going on and on until you get all the way here, and then I'll show you what to do when we get to that chain 2 space. So 1 half double crochet here, then 2 in the chain 2 space. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished from the corner, not the chain 2, but the very first stitch after the chain 2, all the way to my next chain 2 of the inner square. And don't forget to do a 1 half double crochet in this last stitch right here at the end. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do 3 half double crochets into this space. And then we're going to go on and we're going to continue. So find your 1 stitch down here and do 1 half double crochet, and then continue on. The chain 2s on the other side can be difficult to find, but they're there. So like this is a chain 2 space here, so I'm going to put 2 half double crochets. Then this is 1 half double crochet here. Then next I have another chain 2 space, so 1 and 2. And you're just going to continue on until you reach this chain 2 space at the end. Okay, so as you can see, I finished up the other side here, and now I've come to my corner where my chain 2 is. In this chain 2 corner, we're going to half double crochet. We're going to put 2 half double crochets, and then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 2 more half double crochets on the other side. There we go. And there's our corner, our first corner made. And I'm just going to turn my work, and then I'm just going to continue down on the other side with my half double crochets. Crocheting, half double crocheting until I get to my next inner chain 2 space from the inner square. Okay, so I went ahead and I crocheted from my corner all the way to my inner squares chain two space. And remember, I put 3 half double crochets into this chain two space. And then we simply just continue on with our half double crochets. So you just have to find your spaces. And again, you want to try your best to have double crochet this as evenly as possible. Okay, so now that I've finished up this side, I've come to my corner again, my chain two space. And again, in this corner, we're going to put 2 half double crochets, chain two, and then another 2 half double crochets in the same space. And then I'm just going to turn my work, and I want to continue on with my half double crochets. Now make sure when you put in your 2 half double crochets, chain two half double crochets, that you do not skip this stitch here, the stitch right after you make your corner. Sometimes this stitch here can get hidden under your half double crochet, so just make sure you're not skipping that stitch. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished my entire square. Now I've come to the end and the very beginning where I started. And what you're going to do after you make your corner is you're simply just going to slip stitch to the top of the very first half double crochet. Just like that. And now I am going to continue with the same color that I have, and I'm simply going to do some single crochets. I'm going to do single crochet all the way around the square until I come back. I'm just going to chain one, and I'm just going to simply single crochet around my entire square, putting a 2 single crochet, chain two single crochet in the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my single crochets. Okay, So I've come to my corner, and like I said, I'm simply going to put 2 single crochets, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 2 more single crochets. And I just want to show you guys that's what it's going to look like. And now you're just going to go ahead and continue on with your single crochets. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my single crochets off camera, and then I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so I've single crocheted all the way around my square. Now you may want to put a piece of contrasting yarn when you start, so you don't just crochet over where you started, but you're just simply going to slip stitch, and you are all finished. Now you can continue and make this square much bigger, but I am going to stop here. I like the size of my square, and I'm gonna move my camera just so you guys can see that my square is pretty big, and you can see my inner square here too. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial of Lily's flower, and until next time, I am Pink Olay saying happy crochet.